Welcome back to Elevation Perspective. My name is Mark, and today we're going to continue our positional rankings with the shortstop position. Number 10, Jeremy Pena of the Houston Astros. Pena has been a defensive specialist at the shortstop position for a handful of years now, but in 2025, the bat really broke through. Pena batted .304 with 17 home runs, 20 stolen bases, and an .840 OPS in just 125 games. Pena did miss time with a fractured rib and an oblique strain. I want to see Jeremy Pena repeat this kind of offensive production before moving up this list further. But if this was a real breakout at age 28 with his elite defense and great athleticism, he could be a top 5 player at this position in 2026. Number 9, Mookie Betts of the Los Angeles Dodgers. It feels weird to put Mookie this low, but I feel like his 2025 warrants it. Mookie shocked many baseball people by turning himself into a plus defender at shortstop last year, but with those defensive gains, he might have lost something with the bat. In 2025, Betts batted .258 with 20 home runs and a .732 OPS. Mookie did have some weird issues with that illness he had at the start of the year causing him to lose weight, and he was a lot better in the second half, but he just does not impact the ball at a high level anymore. Mookie does still have elite plate discipline, so I do expect he will continue to be a very productive player, but at age 33, with some of the signs under the hood not looking too great, I don't see another superstar season for Mookie Betts. Number 8, Zach Neto of the Los Angeles Angels. For the first time in a long time, it looks like the Angels might have drafted and developed a possible star here in Zach Neto. In 2025, Neto hit .257 with 26 home runs and 26 stolen bases with a .793 OPS. He did miss the last 34 games of the season with a hand strain, so in theory, a healthy season for Neto probably should look around 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases. He's not a finished product just yet. He does still have some concerns on defense and really bad plate discipline, but at age 25 with a lot of potential and plenty of room to grow, I think he can certainly climb up this list this time next year. Number 7, Elly De La Cruz of the Cincinnati Reds. Elly is pretty tough. I feel like we want him to be so good because we see these tools and we get so excited, but he's still yet to put it together. In 2025, Elly batted .264 with 22 home runs, 37 stolen bases, and a .776 OPS. Elly was reportedly playing through injuries this season. He is still just 24 years old, and he's playing one of the best hitter-friendly parks in the league in Cincinnati. But still, with so much swing and miss in his game and lack of consistency, we have to just keep dreaming on what we think or what we hope Elly could possibly be one day. At number 6, Geraldo Perdomo of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Perdomo had a crazy breakout season in 2025. A player known to have a pretty light bat but a great glove, batted .290 with 20 home runs, 27 steals, and an .851 OPS. So the only part I really don't believe here is the power. Because Perdomo has outstanding plate discipline, sporting a 14% walk rate compared to a 12% K rate, and the line drives to all field approach he has should result in a consistently high batting average. I just think he may be more of a 12 to 15 homer guy. I don't really foresee 20 plus happening again. But I do really like Perdomo, and I'm really excited to see how he performs in 2026 after this breakout campaign. Number 5, Gunnar Henderson of the Baltimore Orioles. Gunnar definitely slid down my list here. He had a pretty tough 2025 campaign. Gunnar batted .274 with 17 home runs, 30 steals, and a .787 OPS. He saw his home run total drop by 20 home runs, going from 37 to 17, and his OPS dropped over 100 points, going from 893 to 787. Gunnar had an oblique strain in spring training, and after the season, he revealed that he was playing through a left shoulder impingement for a majority of the year. So at age 24 and still putting up solid numbers in a very down year, I'm going to say those injuries played a part, and we will see much better days for Gunnar ahead. At number 4, Trey Turner of the Philadelphia Phillies. Trey Turner got back into my good graces in 2025 when he played extraordinary defense after multiple years of being subpar to just down bad at the position. Another very strong offensive season for Trey, as we are accustomed to seeing. He batted .304 with 15 home runs, 36 steals, and an .812 OPS. Will he be able to sustain this level of elite defense entering his age 33 season? I'm not quite sure. It did kind of come out of nowhere, but Turner has been a consistently great player throughout his career, so I don't have a huge problem giving him the benefit of the doubt here. At number 3, Corey Seager of the Texas Rangers. I will continue to be a sucker and buy what Corey Seager is selling each and every year. This guy is amazing to me, truly one of the best hitters in the entire sport, but he just cannot stay on the field. In 2025, Seager batted .271 with 21 home runs and an .860 OPS in just 102 games. Seager had problems with his hamstrings in the early parts of the year, then had an emergency appendectomy at the end of the year, so kind of some freak injuries, but you can't really dismiss and look past all these injuries throughout his career. Seager is just an elite, outstanding hitter and a plus defender at shortstop. If you guaranteed me Seager would play 162 games, I think I would have him number 1 of the position and probably number 5 to 10 in the entire sport. Number 2, Francisco Lindor of the New York Mets. Lindor is just an all-around stud, one of the most consistent and projectable players in the entire league. In 2025, Lindor batted .267 with 31 home runs, 31 steals, and an .812 OPS. Lindor's defensive metrics did take a small hit in 2025, though, going from elite to just very good. He did have a cleanup surgery in his throwing elbow this offseason, so it'll be really interesting to see if that is a remedy to kind of get his defense back on track, or if it's the start of a decline. For now, though, he's one of the best and most consistent at the position. Every year he puts together a .270-ish batting average with 30 home runs, 30 steals, and Gold Glove caliber defense. And at number 1, reigning and defending, Bobby Witt Jr. of the Kansas City Royals. Bobby Witt is just spectacular. He continued his stardom in Kansas City in 2025, batting .295 with 23 home runs, 38 steals, and an .852 OPS. The 23 homers were a little bit light for him after hitting over 30 the previous 2 seasons, but I'm not looking too much into that when everything else is outstanding and he's in a really tough hitter ballpark. I feel like you could probably see this kind of number fluctuate throughout the years. Also, important to note this season, Kauffman Stadium is bringing in their fences. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if we saw an extra 3 to 5 home runs on Bobby Witt's normal number, getting him into the low to mid 30s. Witt is just 25 years old. He is an absolute 5-tool superstar stud. He does it all, and he's spectacular with the glove to go on top of it. I think if I was starting a baseball team today, it would be really hard to find a selection better than Bobby Witt Jr. with that first overall pick. And that's the list. For the first time in a long time, I feel like shortstop is a really deep position. I had a hard time leaving a few names off this list, but we only do the top 10 here, and I'm pretty confident in my list. If you like this video, please hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.